I terrored it. On my end step, I gained a life. Like, this is another one. Like, my co-synth. Wonder how many people pronounce that as a Micosynth. Micosynth. Anyway, Micosynth. Micosynth Fend. It gets +1/+1 for each poison counter I have, which I have no poison counters, so it's a 2/2. So Stuffy Doll's going to block the 5/5, or 5/3. Yeah, 5/3. And take 5 damage. 2/3 is going to block that 2/2. And I'm taking 6 damage. It's my turn. I drew Blood Reckoning. So pay my 2 for that. I'm going to play it. Blood Reckoning, which is not a creature, which is what I need. However, it's whenever a creature attacks, its controller loses a life. So obviously, when those all attack, that's 4, 5, 6, 7. If those 7 creatures attack, the Horde automatically loses 7 life. So that's good. It's my end step, so they lose a life. I gain a life. I'm at 11. Horde's turn. Bore Marrow Thallid. At the beginning of your upkeep, put a spore counter on it, then remove 3 counters and put a 1/1 sapling token into play. 5/3 is getting blocked by Stuffy Doll, so they take 5 damage. Blood Reckoning. 1, 2, so that's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. They immediately take 8 damage. Now they take the 5 damage from dealing damage to Stuffy Doll. Yeah, so that's a 4/4. I'm not blocking my 2/3. So I can block with that. And I take 8 life. I'm at 3. I think next turn I need to Darkness. But then with that, I'm kind of like just postponing the inevitable. My turn. Comes into play. All my swamps now produce. I'm finally going to play Darkness to save my skin. I'm not very child-friendly. I'm playing the Darkness to save my ass. My turn. Diabolic Tutor. See, this is the issue. That's the issue with these cards, because the freaking next card was Phage the Untouchable. Basically, I just wasted that card. Unless I decide I'm not going to use that. I'm going to use a Bad Moon instead. But then would Phage the Untouchable even help me? Actually, I'm not thinking about it. I don't think that may... No, I don't think Phage has come out while playing this deck. What is it? Yeah, Phage is one of those cards that people want to use as a commander. But if she's in the command zone and you bring her into play, you die. Because she has to be played from your hand. So you have to do these roundabout ways where... So that cost 4. And I have 2 mana existing already. 3, 4, 5. Massacre Worm. Whenever a creature an opponent controls is put in the graveyard from the battlefield, that player loses 2 life as well. So that's in play. It deals 2 damage. All of my opponent's creatures get -2, -2. And that's what's left over. The 4/4 and the 5/3. Which is very dealable. I can deal with that. Because obviously I can kill them off now. Okay, it's the end of my turn. I gain a life, they lose a life. So it's the Horde's turn now. Holy crap. No, actually. Okay, so this card. Boneyard Mycodrex. Power and toughness is equal to the number of creature cards in your graveyard. Now, the Horde, the Horde has a lot of cards in the graveyard. That's the graveyard, but tokens do not count as creatures. They're tokens, which obviously I'm going to block with Stuffy Doll. But there's 3 creatures attacking, so they automatically take 3 damage. Then I'm going to block with this, so they take 18 damage. No, it's not a 6/5, because Cage Sun gives it +1/+1. So that is a 6/5, which is going to block. That is a 7/6, and that is important, because that's a 5/3. That's dead. That 4/4 is being blocked by my Vampire Shade Lady, which is a 5/5 because of Cage Sun, so that's dead. I finally get no damage in a turn.
Yay!
Seriously, this deck is looking for some redemption on its last turn before I throw it in the garbage for being crap. So it's my turn. It's like the deck is trying to prove to me that it's not garbage, that it doesn't belong in the garbage. It's like the deck is trying to prove to me that it's not garbage, so therefore I shouldn't throw it in the garbage. That makes 3. I have 2 mana left over. Revenge of Ravens. Whenever a creature attacks you or a planeswalker you control, that creature's controller loses 1 life and you gain life. So this deck is almost like the enchantments are the only real reason this deck does good. In the rare occasions it does good. Because now these are combo. So every time the Horde attacks me, it's going to lose 2 life per creature, and I'm going to gain 1 life for each creature that attacks me. I feel like I could attack, but being at 5 life, I'm not going to attack. It's the Horde's turn. Giant Adifedge is a 7/7 creature, so they immediately take 4 damage, and I gain 2 life. So it's a 21/21. Gonna get blocked by Stuffy Doll. I'm gonna tap this to make 3 mana to bump my 5/5 to an 8/8 to block the 7/7. I took no damage. Again, the Horde is about to die. There's 4 cards left in the deck. So it's my turn. Destroy tap creature. For shits and giggles, I'm going to bring my commander in play. But then I'm going to attack with... What is her name? I'm going to attack with Nirkana Revenant for 5. 4 cards, I win.
Yay!
I'm telling you, this was a redemption game. As I was playing it, I realized this card, Unbearable Rights, is actually illegal in this deck because of the flashback has white. So, if under some weird circumstance, Magic the Gathering, Wizards of the Coast, or who the hell is developing these cards, came up with a new shade that was legendary, I would replace Ishran's Shade, probably. Most likely. I would replace Ishran's Shade with that card, and then this would get replaced by Ishran's Shade. But, thank God I'm done with this deck. I'm so glad to be done with this deck. And then I'm going on a high note as well. So, you know, the usual. Thank you to those of you who are subscribed. If you're not subscribed, please do subscribe and click the notification bell, because I don't upload on a set schedule right now. My Rebuilding the Empire series doesn't have a specific day to do that, so that's something that's going to be random. And then there's the Community Built Commander Deck series. That needs more people commenting. It really does, because that's supposed to be a community thing, and the community isn't getting behind it. I don't think that people realize how that deck is supposed to work, but I'm going to have to discuss that in that video. Thank you for watching. Oh yeah, that's another one. At the beginning of your upkeep, ill-gotten inheritance deals 1 damage to each opponent, you gain life. That's another enchantment that kind of is a filler. I think that's the problem with this deck. I think there's The enchantments are fillers because the shades are so weak. Anyway, thank you for watching. Actually, you know, if you agree or disagree with the shade problem, if you think shades are too weak to use as a deck, or you have ideas of how to make this deck better, put them in the comments. But until then, till the next video, thank you for watching, and goodbye.